Let's try that again. Hey, everybody. Hope you're having a great Black Friday. I hope everybody's enjoying this fantastic day. Hopefully you can hear me. If you can, let me know now. You should be able to hear me about right about now on the delay, but let me know. So hopefully it is all working correctly. All right. People say they can hear me now. Perfect. So I hope you all had a fantastic day. See, I'm rusty. This is what happens when you take a few months off from the Q&A. You get a little rusty on it. But I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I had my mom's family over for dinner, and then we went over to my wife's family for dessert. It was a very good one. What did everybody do for Thanksgiving? Let me hear. What was on your meal plate? We had turkey and ham. I'm more of a ham guy, to be honest with you, than turkey. I enjoyed both, though. They were very good. So I hope you all have a fantastic day. I am very excited to be back here for the Q&A. Not sure how we're going to do this in the future, what day. I'm probably going to be changing this up a little bit when we do the Q&As. To be honest with you, the reason the Q&As haven't been happening is because of a time thing on my part. I have had the shoulder surgery, and I'm still doing physical therapy 3 times a day. Well, it takes about 20 minutes to get there, and then it takes about 15 minutes or an hour and 15 minutes to do the physical therapy, about 20 minutes back. It's like 2 hours out of my day. That's really been eating up a lot of time for me. So unfortunately, the Q&A has been put on hold for that. Plus, I have 2 kids now, where in the past I did it. And my daughter's older, and she's doing things like gymnastics and more. But we're definitely been doing very well with it all. So thank you so much, everybody, for the kind words and the questions. I hope to get Q&As back, even if it's on a semi-irregular basis. So keep an eye on our social media. Follow us over at X now, not Twitter, Facebook. Subscribe to notifications here and more. Thanks so much for the great deals. Yes, check out corecarsnews.com. If you haven't, we have all kinds of great deals over there. We also have a new Facebook group all about deals that we post, both core cutting and non-core cutting deals. Make sure you subscribe to that. I got it in the community tab here. We would really appreciate your support with that. It's great to see so many people here. So I got a few questions for everybody. How was your Thanksgiving? And have you got any good Black Friday deals? Anybody pick anything up yet? I'll be honest, the only thing I've purchased so far is our Christmas tree box for our Christmas tree is kind of falling apart. I went and bought a Christmas tree bag, one of those bags that's meant to hold your Christmas tree when you store it. That's my big Christmas purchase. So far, Black Friday purchase. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Do I have any recommendations for a Chromebook on Amazon? Oh, thank you for that. I was reading it wrong. I hope you like it. I have the Asus different model, but an Asus Chromebook from them. Very happy with it. So check that out. Had some great mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, gravy, and dressing. That sounds good. Oh, really good. One of the things I always love about Thanksgiving is my mom makes her au gratin potatoes. Au gratin potatoes are basically cheese and potatoes, all cubed, not mashed potatoes, but cubed potatoes and cheese. It's just good. Actually, I have a big pan of it in the fridge my mom left me. And after the Q&A, I'm probably going to go have a bunch of that and some leftover meat with it. All right. NYC says his cord cutting deal, or his Black Friday deal wasn't cord cut related, but he did get a solid deal on pre-shave scrub from Amazon. Yeah, Amazon's had a lot of good deals right now. One of the best deals. Let's see if I can find it. If right now you subscribe to, or you buy $50 of Amazon Basic product, you get an additional 20% off. And many of those Amazon Basic products are already on sale. So it really brings some stuff down. We picked up some toilet paper a few days ago. We're getting low. We usually get Costco toilet paper, but the Amazon deal was actually better for a limited time. We'll see. Buy 50, get 20%. Let's see if it's a different deal right now. Sometimes, no, it's still that. Sometimes they lower it for like Prime Day. I think it was buy 40, get 20%. But here is a deal. I just put a link in the show notes to Amazon. It's a really good deal on stocking up on everyday stuff. If you go to Amazon.com and buy $50 worth of stuff of Amazon Basics, including razor blades, hand soap, some food products, trash bags, Ziplocs, household stuff. I've actually been very happy with their dish tabs for the dishwasher, those little pesto tabs, baby wipes, and more. Not always the best deal, but especially if you get the additional 20%, check that out. Richard says he's not buying anything on Black Friday. It's too much junk as it is. I know that feeling. We've been going through our kids stuff recently because our kids have been outgrowing some stuff. Definitely noticed that. We gotta clear that out. David says, will the Spectrum app ever be available on Fire TV Stick owners? I would expect someday in the future it will be. It is available on Roku, and of course you can get their Zumo box with it. Kind of interesting. We haven't really had a chance to have a conversation since Spectrum had their whole fight with Disney. I find it very interesting that Spectrum is now pushing streaming first to their customers. You have to specifically kind of fight for the traditional cable box. They really want you to get that Zumo box, and with the Zumo box is a 100% streaming experience for Spectrum. Instead of a cable TV like experience, you're getting a streaming experience. Now, the channel lineup is the same. The pricing is the same. In theory, you could buy the Zumo box instead of paying rental fees for it if you want to buy it up front, maybe save a little bit of money that way. But there are definitely a lot of interesting moves here. Now, for Spectrum, if someday they move everybody to streaming, they can dedicate 1% of their bandwidth to internet. Right now, that copper cable, think about it as a tube, a certain percentage of that is set aside for the traditional TV service. And the rest is set aside for internet. If they were to ever get rid of that TV service, they could go 100% into internet and have more bandwidth there. Now, Comcast says when they launch the Zumo later this year, box to their customers, they will not be going streaming first. They will still offer a cable box first to their customers. We'll see what happens with it. But very interesting seeing cracks in that cable TV wall that for a long time thought to be almost impenetrable. We'll see how it plays out. Luke, what do you think about Amazon new OS interface next year? I'm assuming you're talking about how Amazon's Fire TVs and other devices are going to be leaving Android and going to a new custom-built OS system that they built based on Linux. Now, it's not necessarily going to be a new user interface. It will probably look very much the same. Already, the new Echo Show 5, the newest one on the market, already has this new operating system. And if you didn't go in the settings, you would never have known because the front end of it is exactly the same. It's what's under the hood that's different. We'll have to keep a close eye on this and how it all plays out. Lance, thank you so much for the kind words. I really do appreciate it. All right. Here's a question. Luke, is Max service going to stay with live sports or just a test? I see NBA and Max from TBS and NBA as well within the streaming service. Yes. For the next few months, you can enjoy TBS or sporting events on TBS, TNT, and more free within Max as part of your Max subscription. Early next year, before the start of March Madness, coincidentally, it will become, I think, a $9.99 add-on. You will have to pay an additional $9.99 in order to get the sports on Max. Now, for Fubo customers, this is absolutely amazing because for Fubo, they haven't got TNT channels. Now, with the price of a Fubo subscription, they can, and a Max subscription, they can get ESPN and all that, plus their TNT content and more. But for now, it's free included with your subscription on Max. In the future, it will be an add-on that you'll need to pay for it. Any update on DRM with ATSC 3.0? With you, Lon TV and the Antenna Man? No. Now, we're all watching it very closely. I've actually talked to Lon, Simon, and Antenna Man and more recently. They are all really watching this closely. So nothing's really new since I did the update last week-ish about the DRM situation. I am doing some more digging. May have a new story here soon. But for now, nothing new with DRM. I definitely do think that this has been a very poorly rolled out system, and it's sadly hurt a very good improvement with ATSC 3.0. ATSC 3.0 is significantly better than the old 1.0 standard, but the DRM really does hurt it severely. Luke, will Bally Sports be gone in 2024? So Bally Sports is obviously very much struggling right now, and its future is very much in doubt. Now, recently they struck a deal with the NBA at the end of the current NBA season, so next summer, the NBA teams regain their TV rights and Bally Sports loses them. Now, in theory, Bally Sports could go and rebid on those the TV contracts and get them back. I'm not so sure they will do that. We'll see. But in theory, they could. Now, they've also proposed a similar deal to Major League Baseball, which Major League Baseball rejected, pushed back against, and they're now waiting for an early December court hearing about the future of Major League Baseball on Bally Sports. NHL is also reportedly getting a similar deal or been presented a similar deal to NBA, which will basically mean at the end of the current season or their upcoming seasons. Sorry, my phone. I need to mute that. NBA, NHL, and MLB contracts for Bally Sports will all come to an end with Bally Sports. And that means by the end of 2024, what's the future? Now, Sinclair, who helps manage Bally Sports but no longer owns it, now has gone out and said they expect this service to shut down, or at least one of their council members have during court hearings recently. Will it? Kind of looking like that. Could they survive? Could they make it? Yeah, we'll see. I don't know how it's all going to play out. I do think, though, it's more likely than not right now that Bally Sports does go under, but a white horse could come in, as they say, fund them. I don't know why a investment firm would come in and dump a bunch of money into Bally Sports right now. That's a very hard sell for me in my mind. We could see a deal. Maybe MLB, NHL, and NBA strike a deal with them. Again, I'm kind of wondering why they would want to do that. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, definitely a lot happening with that. We'll keep a close eye on it and see what happens with it. All right, Luke, any good deals on Wi-Fi 6 and 6E routers? Now, I just posted an update summary of all the best deals I found. One of the best deals, price-wise, would be the Roku 6, or the Google Nest Wi-Fi Pro. It's actually the Wi-Fi system I have in my home right now. Is on sale at its lowest price ever. It does include Wi-Fi 6. There is some deals on the Amazon Eero EERO system. I have personally not tested that. I've heard some good things about it. That includes, I believe, their new Wi-Fi 7 one. Check it out. Those are the two I would recommend for that. Again, go to corecarsnews.com. Top post right now. There's even a big banner about it. The best Black Friday deals I found for cord cutters. It's in there. Is AT&T Sportsnet gone? Yeah. So AT&T Sportsnet has either sold off, like in Pittsburgh and in Houston, their channels, or shut down the channels after their content partners have left and gone somewhere else. So yes, Warner Bros. Discovery has said basically these networks are losing money. It wasn't worth it. They sold Houston to the Rockets, the Astros and the Rockets. And that has allowed that to become Space City RSN, something like that. And then the Pittsburgh one's just been rebranded basically by dropping the AT&T name off of it. And that's also been independently owned. It's best to know. That's why I can hear. I know. I think all the others have been shut down. Ronnie, hello to fellow Michigan Ganders. Good to have you here. Nope. I just completely scrolled way up instead of going down. Ed says, what is ATSC 3.0? ATSC 3.0 is that new over-the-air TV standard you can get with your antenna. Now, a few great things about it. It has better reach. It covers a larger area than the current 1.0. In theory, someday, if they ever turn it on, it could have 4K free over there. Things like on-demand content starting to pop up where you can watch on-demand stuff streaming through your antenna over there for free. The downside is they've also built in a bunch of DRM into it that some TV stations are turning on, which makes things like network tuners and more very difficult. Hopefully they reconsider this. They come up with a better system. We'll see. But for now, it's definitely in a rough spot. We'll have to keep a very close eye on it, see how that all plays out. All right, Luke, are you going to watch the new Doctor Who tomorrow on Disney Plus? Yes, I've enjoyed Doctor Who. I'll be honest, I fell out of it a little bit over the last 5 years. I've caught an episode here, an episode there, but my time has been very busy and I haven't been able to watch all of it. So all this is out there, but I want to know, anybody plan to watch Doctor Who with it? There is no Wi-Fi 6 where you live. So Wi-Fi 6 is just the Wi-Fi standard. You probably heard Wi-Fi in, Wi-Fi AC, and more. And now Wi-Fi 6 is the new standard. Oh, my daughter's coming in to say hi.
Hi.
But yeah, so Wi-Fi 6 is just the next generation of Wi-Fi out there. You need to have a device that supports it. Pixel 8s do, the new Fire TV Stick 4K Max, for example, does, and more. But you need a Wi-Fi router that also supports it. It's not a network like your cell phone network. It's not 5G. Wi-Fi 6 is just what you would buy and have on there. All right, NYC says, could you see Major League Baseball implement a rule where games are not allowed to be on RSNs? Have to be simulcast on over-the-air TV for local teams involved. Major League Baseball could do that. I don't think they are going to do that. I think they really want teams to decide how they want their TV deals done. But they are reportedly working very hard to make sure that games are streamed in market. We'll see how that all works out. But with it all, hi, Laura. With it all, I definitely think that RSN's days are numbered. Here, come over here. Yeah, my daughter looks so much like a wife. Okay, say hi, everybody.
Hi.
How old are you now, Laura?
I'm 11.
11. Just turned 11, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know if Laura often pops in the Q&A. It's been a while, though. You haven't been on here in a while.
I haven't been on since I was like 6.
Yeah? Back before I sold? Now I bought it back. Now you're back?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's grab this question from Matt real quick. What I think typical game tracker like Live Sports. Yeah, not familiar with that service, Matt. I can't comment on it. I'll look into it. Not sure it's legal. I could be. I'm just not familiar with it. And I'll have to look into it. Luke, when will ESPN be a standalone streaming service with everything sports? How much do you think it will cost? And really look forward to it. So Disney has promised that they are launching a free of cable version of ESPN. This will allow people to subscribe to ESPN directly and be able to watch their shows and sports and more without needing to. You're bringing the cat over. Without needing to.
Says hi.
There you go. Without needing to pay for cable. Now, there's a lot of there's a lot of questions about how much is it going to cost? When's it going to launch? Well, reportedly, according to Disney, they're targeting 2025. That's subject to change. That could move earlier. There's been reports that it's probably going to be in the $20 to $25 range. I would not at all be surprised if in the future we find out that this service will also include ESPN Plus at $20 plus ESPN Plus. Not a bad deal. We'll see. They do say they intend to keep ESPN bundled with like YouTube TV and cable in it. So I don't anticipate this meaning that's just going to vanish off all this before we know it. So we'll see. But a couple things. My prediction, $20 to $25 a month, probably most likely pricing for this ESPN bundle, which will include reportedly all the ESPN channels, so ACC Network, SEC Network, ESPNU, ESPN News. Love to see a bunch of classic stuff like the old ESPN Classic channel be thrown in there. Plus maybe access to ESPN Plus. We'll see. Probably won't be a bad deal at that price. We'll see. Question to everybody. Would you subscribe to ESPN directly? Now, if your teams end up being a majority on ESPN, that's probably a great deal. If you're an SEC fan, you have that ESPN package plus an antenna, it's probably 99% of your college football games. I think the problem is going to be is people who want to watch all college football, right? You want the Fox Sports, you want the ESPN, you want the CBS Sports and more. I think in the long run, it'll probably be a better deal to remain with like a YouTube TV, Sling, Fubo kind of deal. We'll see how it all works out. Fingers crossed, it's a good deal. I hope I'm right about the pricing. That's going to be no more than 30. I think, honestly, any more than 25, and most people will pay for it. Will Starlink internet price plans begin to go down in 2024? We'll see. So at the end of 2024, Amazon is launching their own satellite internet service, and they intend to be very affordable. A lot of reports intend to say that they intend to be cheaper than Starlink. And of course, that will probably put pressure on Starlink to lower their price. We'll see how this all plays out. But I suspect that once Amazon is fully in mass production in 2025. 2024 is going to be early beta testing. 2025, start rolling out to general public in select areas, much like Starlink did, rolling it out to different markets at different times, will probably result in a price decrease or at least a slight price war, hopefully.
Somebody wants to see the cat again.
Okay, you can go get the cat one more time. If she fights you, though, don't force her. What will happen to the Pac-12 network after the season in June? So the Pac-12 network, when 10 of the remaining 12 teams. Hello, what's the cat's name?
Frankie.
Frankie.
She's a girl.
Yeah.
There you go. One person, Carolyn M, that wanted to see the cat again.
There you go. So what will happen to the Pac-12 network? A lot of people expect the Pac-12 network will shut down at the end of next year, or so at the end of the next season when all the other teams leave. Will that happen? No one's actually officially said that. That's just rumors. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if that happens. Will Amazon's internet service come from space? Yes, it will work just like Starlink service. They already launched a couple test satellites and have proven it works just fine. And they intend to continue to test this and work on it. And it will be a satellite-based service. Now, some people are saying, hey, I have fiber. Why would I want that? Well, not everybody has fiber. Not everybody has cable or fiber options at different ones in where they live. Having Starlink, having Amazon home internet service for millions of people will bring them internet where previously they didn't have internet or didn't have any competition. So yes, it will come from space and more with that. We'll keep a close eye on this. I think it's great. I love competition. More competition, the better. All right. If you have asked me a question and I didn't answer it, probably meant scrolled it past when I was answering other questions, re-ask it and I'll do my best to answer.
What about questions for me?
Yeah, if you have questions for Laura, just a couple. All right. Any remotes which can select antenna local channels and frequently used Roku streaming channels? If you use a Roku and you want your antenna, I would actually recommend a Roku TV. It does a very good job of building your antenna stuff right into your Roku, just like it is a streaming app. I use that. I'm very happy with it. I would recommend it. So that would be my one recommendation. You can also use things like Air TV to put it into like a Sling TV. You can use things like a Tableau DVR or an HD Home Run to have your antenna as an app inside your streaming player. That would be the way I would recommend it. But I don't know of one that has like the channel numbers and streaming all built in like that. On with it. Speaking of ESPN, would it be nice if TKO purchased a minority stake? It could be, but I doubt it. With them buying WWE, I would be surprised if they have the money that Disney's looking for. It sounds like Disney also wants content partners that can give them stuff with that. I suspect that the reports of NFL or okay, Laura, don't dance back. You're distracting me. It's hard for me to keep my mind straight sometimes. But I would suspect that NFL, NBA, and that kind is more likely with it. What are my thoughts on ATSC 3.0? Absolutely love it, but I do think they are definitely hurting themselves with the DRM. It's scaring people away. It's limiting what people can do. And without a network DVR, they need to figure out how to still allow DVRs to be networked so I can have one antenna that streams to all my devices in the home. Until they can do that, it'll probably badly hurt it. All right, I got some other questions, but first, Laura, here is your question.
Ooh, I'm a big anime fan, so probably Demon Slayer and My Hero Academia.
There you go. All right. So yeah, check that out. What do you think of Warner Brothers Discovery will split apart? No, I don't think Warner Brothers Discovery will split apart. I know what they're doing is very painful for fans. I think in the long run, they're setting themselves up pretty nicely. And if all this media companies that could go away, I actually think Warner Brothers Discovery is one of the more secure ones out there, less likely to shut down in many of the competition. All right. Will Amazon servers do answer that question? I'm looking forward to the new Wi-Fi 7 by Netgear coming this spring. Got 2 devices that can use it. There are already some Wi-Fi 7 ones on the market, including Amazon's new Euro Pro Wi-Fi 7 out there. Yeah. Why do no streaming service have ad-free price reductions on Black Friday? Honestly, because the ad-supported plans are more profitable. We've seen this quite a few times where even though the ad-supported is cheaper, because of the ads you're seeing, it makes it more profitable if you're a heavy watcher out there like the rest. We'll see. But yeah, that's why. Because they can give you a discount and still make a profit on it through the ads supported plans versus the ad-free. All right, Laura, another question for you, or more of a statement. Oh yeah, I remember. Your dad watched the 1980s Thundercats.
Ooh, I will check out and see if it's on Crunchyroll.
I don't think it's on Crunchyroll.
Oh,
All right, everybody, where is it? Is that Hulu? Is that Max? Where are the 1980s Thundercats at? Because the new ones, I believe, are on Netflix, right?
I don't know. I'll try to check it out.
All right. I remember earlier this year you said, who knows what cinemas will be like in 5 years, considering 2023 had a lot more box office duds than successes. Is this still a sign? I still think that in the long run, the days of the mega plex theaters are being numbered. They're very expensive. It'll be interesting to see how they go. Now, do I think they're going to shut down tomorrow? No. But I do think increasingly people are moving away from going to the movies. Let's be honest. I have a 65-inch TV in my living room. You may have surround sound. I don't, but maybe you have surround sound. It could make it very easy for you to replicate the theater experience where 20 years ago, when your biggest TV was a 22-inch tube TV, the theaters had something that no longer have. So we'll have to keep a close eye on this. But yeah, I do believe that the days of theaters are numbered. Of course, Oppenheimer and Barbie sure helped, but I don't know how many times you guys can do that.
I'm going to get water.
Okay, you go get water. Why? All right, so let's jump into that question. Any idea why Roku stopped selling the streaming stick 4K Plus, now just sell the streaming stick 4K? The only difference with the 4K Plus was the remote. And I think they decided it wasn't worth it to have two different bundles with that. And instead, they're just putting it all, or having one and say, if you want that new Pro remote, you can go pay extra for it as a standalone once. All right, some people are saying Hulu. Anybody confirm that is on Hulu? The original Thundercats are on Hulu? Let me know. All right, love Yu-Gi-Oh! Thundercats is on Hulu app. I thought it was somewhere. I think the new ones are on Netflix though, but the old ones are on Hulu. All right, so here's the question for everybody. What are you going to be doing the rest of the day? After I'm done here, I'm going to go eat some more of my mom's all grind potatoes, have some more dessert, watch some football. My wife's out helping her dad right now. If she gets back in time before it gets dark, I really kind of want to go for a walk. It's cold. It's like 33 degrees here right now, but it's nice and sunny. So I would love to go for a walk and maybe play some new Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3. Anybody here play Call of Duty? I don't play it like I used to, but definitely. So that's my big plans. What's your big plans? What's your big plans today, Laura?
VR, Gorilla Tag.
So what did you get for your birthday?
I got a VR headset, an Oculus Quest 2.
Yep. So my daughter is absolutely in love with that. So remember, nowadays you have to clean the basement. I know. Roll your eyes. Dad's such a horrible dad. He bought you an Oculus. But he makes you clean the basement still, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's what I thought. All right. Do you think ESPN might bundle the College Football Super League? It could happen and might build the College Football Super League. Yeah. So the idea that, TV networks would take over college football has been around a long time. I think it would be pretty tough right now as is today because a lot of TV contracts are locked in. A lot of the big Power 5 schools have locked in their contracts. Could it happen in 2030s? Sure. We'll have to wait and see how it all plays out with it all. Oh. So everybody's saying the 1980s Thundercats is on Hulu.
Okay, yeah, I was going to point out that they said that.
Oh, okay. Working all day, Nick. I understand that feeling. Definitely been a bit busy day. All right. If I haven't answered your question, drop me a comment here. We'll stay here about 30 minutes and go from there.
I love questions.
You love questions? Yeah. Football and more football, definitely. I can't wait for Michigan to beat the Buckeyes tomorrow, hopefully. Should be a good game tomorrow. All right. Keep those questions coming, and we'll do our best to answer all of them. Otherwise, in about 15, 20 minutes, we'll wrap this up. And I do intend to do these Q&As more often. I'm not sure on the schedule. Like I said, Wednesdays are kind of tough. I have to bring her to church for her church group.
At
night, which is when I used to do it. And then I have physical therapy. I'm hoping here in about a month I'll be done with physical therapy, and maybe even sooner be able to start tapering that back. And if that happens, that'll give me a lot more free time to try to work it out. I don't know. I've also thought about Sunday night Q&A, kind of start your week. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Online shopping, people are saying it's Black Friday. Isn't this the best day for deals? Often, yes. I've seen some really good deals. I've seen some deals have only been okay. I do have over at corecardsnews.com. Do me a big favor. Help us out. Go to corecardsnews.com. Check out that full list of all the best Black Friday deals I can find. And help us out by, if you find any good deals, in that there's an email link to our Contact Us email page. Send us an email and say, hey, we found a great cord cutting related deal. I would love to hear from you so we can share it with everybody. Does Saturday afternoons work for the cord cutting Q&A? I'm not sure it does. We may end up having to kind of do a little rotating, different days, different times. I don't know. I would ideally like to kind of lock that into a regular time schedule. But really, until I'm fully done with the physical therapy, I can't quite fully extend my arm way up. You mean, you compare this? I'm getting there, getting better, but I'm not quite there with this shoulder post-surgery. Another month or so, hopefully you'll be all done with it. Once that's all done, I'll be able to get better into a regular schedule with it. What's holding up the ATSC 3.0? Just TV networks rolling out. We'll definitely have to keep a close eye on it and how all that plays out with it. But ATSC 3.0, I have a big, if you search for that on the site, I have a big breakdown about a week ago on DRM and all that. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't have my orange coat on here, but I do have it still. I still own that jacket. I still own the Christmas one. We'll try to do a Christmas Q&A here where I'll wear the Christmas one.
Open gifts live?
No, I don't think we'll open gifts live, but we'll do something. When do you think Disney Plus will add Hulu? So Disney Plus, now they're not necessarily adding it. They're just merging the apps. You'll still have to pay independently for them. Sometime in December is what they are looking at with it. And then we'll see how it plays out. But they have not announced a date. As soon as that's live, we will let you know. What's your favorite streaming service? I bet. Wait. Let me read your mind. Crunchyroll, followed by YouTube.
How are you? No. How?
How do I know?
Because I'm your daughter.
Yeah. What's your favorite streaming services, Laura?
Crunchyroll, and then followed by YouTube, of course.
I see. I know my daughter. You need to have a Q&A with Jess. I would love to have a Q&A guest with stream with Jess. I know she's pretty busy, but hopefully someday we can do that. That'll be fun. How is my arm? Post-surgery is doing very well. I'm still getting back full range of motion. It's only been about a month and a half since the surgery. Hasn't even been 2 months yet. So we're still working on it. And we hopefully will have that soon with it all. But as of today, the arm is doing better. Have at least a month of physical therapy. I hope to be done by Christmas. We'll see. Why does Disney, Fox, and others still broadcast at 720p? Because that's just what ATSC 1.0 is. I know it can go to 1080p. Doing 720p reduces the amount of bandwidth it needs to use, which allows them to have more sub-channels. So one of the benefits of ATSC 3.0, in theory, you can have a ton more sub-channels, even with HD main channels on it. So I think that's one of the benefits for it. You are right there, Sir Rome. Disney's Plus's and Hulu's $3 monthly deal, while $2.99 is a really good deal. What? I have a link to it with that. If you want to get a full year of Disney Plus and Hulu ad-supported versions with that, people get really upset if you don't put that in the title, even if it's in the first paragraph with it. Yes, you get Hulu for 99 cents for the first year. You must be a new customer or a returning customer who's canceled for more than a month. And then you can add Disney Plus to it for $2 a month. I have check out that big deals post. It's one of the first deals in that list. And I'll repost about that. It's been a few days since I posted about it. And we'll do a new post here soon.
$3? That's so cheap.
But it's with ads, and you hate ads.
I hate ads. Ads need to die.
See, even my daughter hates ads. I get it. Do I know if Cinemax is still available? It is still available, but not directly through a standalone app, I don't think anymore. You can get through Amazon channels. You can get through things like YouTube TV and more with it. All right. And get your questions in about 10 more minutes here. And there's football on, folks. And I'm actually really hungry right now. I had a light breakfast this morning, and now my stomach is saying, let's eat. Those leftovers from yesterday are calling my name. What was your favorite food at Thanksgiving, Laura?
Rolls. Everything else I didn't really like.
Typical child. Parents work all day,
eater.
and they want the rolls. That's all they wanted. Good news, though. We got the good rolls from the local bakery, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love questions for me.
All right.
They're my favorite.
I have heard that there will be new stations going live in December, but I haven't confirmed a time of those stations. If I do hear it, I will let you know. It depends on what TV it is. There's a lot of good deals out there, and honestly, most TVs are kind of all the same. Just check out the reviews, do your math, and make sure you're getting what you want. I had to get a new phone, and I guess my Fire TV request didn't work with a new OS. That's interesting. And Tableau needs to allow all the home streaming. Yeah, so Tableau's old models do allow all the home streaming, but the new ones do not. Hopefully in the future they'll figure that out, but you can still find some old ones out there, but there's a monthly fee with the old ones, but the new ones are free. Rome says, I was looking for ESPN Plus for a deal. As to my knowledge, I don't think they're having any Black Friday deals. If there's any like Cyber Monday deals that pop up, we'll have full coverage of it over at Core Cars News. What is Next Gen TV? Next Gen TV is the new over-the-air TV standard. If you remember like 13, 14 years ago, whatever, like 2008 or so, when we went from analog over-the-air television to digital, same idea. The new generation out there of over-the-air television that has a lot of cool new features that's slowly rolling out. All right, Laura, last question for you today. What is your favorite anime show?
My Hero Academia. My Hero out all the way.
All right. Do I think Roku's the best platform? You know, I think they're all pretty much the same now. It used to be 5-6 years ago, I would say, well, you know, don't get an Apple TV because it's missing this. Or if you want this service, don't get a Roku, it's missing that. Or Fire TV doesn't have this. For the most part, they're pretty much on everything, with one exception. Twitch has, Amazon's like wants to make Twitch a Fire TV only. Sometimes it feels like it's not on many of the most popular streaming players out there other than the Fire TV. But I would say nowadays it's personal preference. You know, Roku does have a very simple interface. Amazon Fire TV has a very good integration to Amazon. If you're a big Amazon person and use that a lot, it's great. Google, again, very well integrated with YouTube TV. They all pretty much have the same apps for the most part, so I don't think you're going to go wrong with any of them. Richard, you are correct. The new Tableau DVRs do stream it throughout your home, so you can watch your Tableau DVRs on multiple TVs. They do have a 4-tuner version now and a 2-tuner, which allow you to watch up to 2 or 4 TVs at once throughout your home, depending on which TV you have. So keep that all in mind. Well, with that said, keep those questions coming. It's really personal opinion. I won't lie. With network tuners, with Roku, it's all personal opinion. A lot of people like the on Google TV is an impressive one. Yeah, for $20, pretty impressive. What's my favorite live TV streaming service? It really, honestly, I have a bunch of them. I think they're all great. It really comes down to what channels you want, right? Fubo has all the channels you want. That's probably the best deal for you. If you really want RSNs, DirecTV Stream, Fubo are probably the ones you want. If you don't care about those, there's others that are cheaper. It really is all personal opinion. If you have an antenna, you can get Sling TV to save some money. We'll see. All right. I think we're going to wrap this up. It's been about 40 minutes. It's really good to see everybody here. Hello, Bobby. If you joined us late, I will have this Q&A up on the YouTube channel. You can rewatch it. I will try to do this. I'm not going to promise a consistent date right now. Like I said, I have about a month of physical therapy left on the shoulder. Shoulder is doing very well, but it takes it's 6 months full recovery. But after a few months, I should be able to be done with physical therapy, have full range of motion, just need to be careful with it. So I'm very hopeful that once that's done and I'm not going to physical therapy 3 times a week, which is like a 20-minute drive there, an hour and 15 minutes there, 20 minutes back, really eats up a lot of my time. Plus, this kid eats up my time. Right, Laura?
Yeah.
Plus, my son is now 2. He eats up time too. So trying to balance work, life, and all that this time a lot better than I did in the past. So I hope you understand. But I have plans to do a lot more YouTube content. I know no core content today. We'll be back on Monday. But I hope to do more product reviews. I hope to do more deep dives into different streaming services and more here for everybody. Let me know, how have you enjoyed, like a couple weeks ago, I did one, or was it last week, whatever it was, a dive into Philo. I did one friendly. I broke down a bunch of the free services.
Free.
Yeah, and more. So check those out. All right, everybody. Does these work with anything? Yeah, most of these DVR boxes we're talking about, 444 network, work with things like Roku, Fire TV, and more. But I hope you all have a fantastic day. Wish my daughter a happy late birthday, if you would.
Yay!
I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for your support. Check out corecarsnews.com. We have a ton of deals over there. I know it's a little light news. We do have some news. BTV is down. We have a breakdown of all the major live TV streaming services. I got some more things happening early next week or tomorrow, and all next week we're right back to normal news. Thank you to everybody for your support. I really appreciate it. We'll be back soon with another video. Take care. Be safe. Have a fantastic day, everybody. We'll see you hopefully here again soon for another Q&A.